she's gotten into this cardboard box. Looks like she's in a family way, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like she's kind of created a little whelping box here. Let's try not to disturb her. I don't want to turn on too many lights or anything, but oh, poor thing. She's ready to have a little one here any second now. All right, well, we better get geared up so we can help with this. All right, let's do this. There. All right, so there we have the overdramatic and quite silly unboxing of a Glock 26 Generation 4 baby Glock, but we have fun. Here she is. Baby Glock has been on my list for a while, been on my short list. Get it? Anyway, let's just take a quick look at how it comes. There'll be plenty time for further discussion and review at a later date. So this is exactly how it comes when you bring it home from the toy store. You have one magazine that's in the gun. You have another magazine that has the magazine loader on it, and the magazine loader again is included. I find them to be a little wanting. And then you have a third magazine. So yes, 3 magazines. The capacity is 10 rounds each. So you have 10 plus 1 capabilities, and you have 10 round reloads. You also get the standard accoutrements of a lock. Now this is actually what I'm building up quite a collection of. And okay, truth be told, I really just buy all these guns to get the locks, because I'm thinking that at some point in the future, these little babies are going to be worth a fortune, and I am going to be the man. All right, so we have our lock. We have a little cleaning rod and cleaning brush that is also included, and we have something new to Generation 4, and initially, at least, it was not all Generation 4 Glocks, because the first Gen 4 I bought did not come with back straps, but these are alternate back straps, and there, as you can see, there are 4. So you have your choice of 4 different sizes, 2 of which are fairly large and have a beaver tail built into them to give you nice extra beaver tail if you're interested in that. And the other interesting thing, let me go ahead and just pop these out of there for right now, because the holder that holds these is not just what it is in its entirety. It's also a pin. It's sort of like the actually it almost looks like a little TIE fighter, doesn't it? Just pointed myself out as quite the geek. I've recognized a Star Wars figure in a Glock part, but yeah, it does kind of look like the little, almost like the little. Anyway, what this is, this little post that protrudes here is a sort of the poor man's Glock tool. This is a punch, and you can use this punch to remove the pin. So you would drift out the pin here in the back strap if you wanted to change out to any of these alternate backstrap attachments. I don't know that I would really try to drift out any of the serious pins, but that one I think is you know, almost certainly made so that this can drift it. You also have the first round that is test fired in the factory, and the person's initials. Looks like actually 2 different initials, but anyway, and they also give you the date, which is kind of cool. So you can see that this was test fired on June 15th of this year, 2013. And then we also have our standard paperwork, instructions for use manual, basically your owner's manual. This is warranty, registration card, GSSF, and if you are not a member of GSSF and you buy a Glock, I would strongly urge you to look into GSSF. I'm a member of it and I enjoy it. There's a number of good benefits, not the least of which is being able to participate in shooting matches. And okay, this is something is to be filled out at the time of sale, so we'll cover that up and pretend we did that. There you have it. There is your very basic generic unboxing of the baby Glock. Glock 26, Generation 4. And there she is. Glock 26, Gen 4, first shots. Well, as long as we're just having fun, let's really have some fun. Yes, the 33 round Glock 18 magazine is compatible with the baby Glock 26. So are the Glock 19 magazines and the Glock 17 magazines. So what are my initial thoughts after first day at the range and approximately 150 rounds through the baby Glock 26 Gen 4? Very impressed. You know, I'm late to the party here. You know, everybody and their brother knows about the baby Glock, and almost everybody's got one. So I'm not pretending like I've got any kind of bulletins or news flash for anybody, but you know, just my impressions. You know, I was probably the first thing, and I just had it out today at the range, so these are all kind of fresh in my mind thoughts and impressions. The felt recoil, perceived recoil, however you want to refer to it, is not nearly what I expected compared to some other small subcompact 9mm. So I thought that was pretty impressive, actually. Very easy to manage the recoil. Follow-up shots were very quick, and muzzle flip was very minimal. However, one thing I did notice, and I think these are related, one thing I did notice was it is very intolerant of lighter loads. And I was shooting some reload ammunition today, and it's reloads that I shoot very frequently in my Glock 34 and my Glock 17 without a lot of problem, especially now that I've sort of got my load tweaked and tuned to where it's very happy in the 34. But boy, I had a lot of problems with that ammo trying to run this gun. It was just too light for it. I think a couple things that sort of attribute to that are, I think that you've got a heavy slide, you've got a heavy-duty recoil spring, and because of that, you need to have full load. You need to run full loads through this gun. If you've got a hand load that you've tweaked for competition, and especially if you're running custom springs, which I do not do. I'm running stock springs in all my guns, but if you've got a load that you've tweaked to be, you know, just at the power floor you need to be at, and you know, still cycle the gun and all that, you may find the same problem. So the 26 is definitely a gun that wants a full load, powerful load, which is good because, you know, this is really designed to be a carry gun, and you're going to carry self-defense ammo in it, which is going to be plus P, or it's going to be full, definitely full power stuff. So that's what this is designed for, and that's what it's intended for. I only put 150 rounds through it. Now, normally, even on a first shooting day for a new gun, you know, I'll go a lot of times, you know, twice that much. But the one thing I noticed is there was really no shooting fatigue whatsoever with this gun. I could easily have doubled the rounds I put through it without feeling tired, or, you know, like, wow, my hand is a little sore from shooting this small gun and all that. So early on, I'm impressed. Glock 26, Gen 4, baby Glock. I'm very impressed with the way it shoots. The accuracy was good. At 10 yards, where I spent most of my time shooting, just freehand, or freestyle, handheld, I was able to get pretty respectable groups, and you know, the recoil management was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Great shootability to this little gun. So this is a gun that's not only an ideal carry gun, but it's one that you can train with routinely and regularly, you know, and it's not going to punish you. So I think that's fantastic, because then you can become extremely proficient and competent with your carry gun without paying any kind of price. And of course, it's a Glock.